Welcome back to the Rod Shop channel, along with Saxy Rod Shop here. So we got this new project in, C10 pickup, local customer, and we're going to be doing a fuel injection upgrade and a master cylinder and Hydroboost. We're going to be putting a new gas tank in it. We got a new gas tank in it here from Tanks. We're going to be putting the Holley Sniper system on it, complete system. The spark box here. We're going to be doing a new set of the Dragonfire Performance spark plug wires, Willwood master cylinder, and then we have the Hydrotech Hydroboost brake system down there. So, and then we're going to be doing some detailing, just some cleaning up. So, like I said, we're going to be removing the old school vacuum booster on it and going to a nice cleaner Willwood system, getting this area all cleaned up. It'll actually become a little bit shorter, clean this area up, getting rid of this old Holley or Edelbrock carburetor here. They are great for the time, but we're just going to be bringing it up to date. New, getting rid of the HEI distributor, going to a Hyperspark distributor, cleaning up the engine compartment, replumbing the fuel system, adding the new gas tank. We're going to be removing the old gas tank out from behind the seat to give the customer a little bit more room. He's a ex-football player, pretty good sized guy. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the original filler neck and just turn it into a dummy neck and leave that there so we don't have to do any paint and body work. So that's our most recent project we got coming in here to the shop. Stay tuned and follow along with us on this project here. Thank you. So let's just touch base a little bit here with what we got going on the C10. So we can see here, Eli's already got the carburetor, the old carburetor pulled off. He's got the throttle body mounted. And then he has the Hyperspark distributor mounted. That's just a clear dust cap that come with them. So he's got those installed currently, working on getting his linkage dialed in, hooking that stuff back up with the stock stuff. Now we will have to modify the throttle cable bracket that was on the truck and the passing gear, the kickdown cable. This has got a 350 transmission in it. So we'll have to modify these brackets a little bit to work with the Sniper throttle body, but that's a pretty simple deal because of the mechanical linkage that's on it here for the carburetor. He's got a new thermostat housing cleaned up and put on here, and we went ahead and updated the thermostat, got the hose back on it, got the sensor in it there. He's starting to relocate or remove, not relocate, but remove the old brake booster and master cylinder. Now, one of the reasons we're converting all this to Hydroboost. So this here will actually come off. And what we're done, let me show you here right quick. This is the original booster that was on the truck, mounted to the firewall. And you can see how big that is and how ugly it is. And the bad thing about these old vacuum boosters is if you have an engine that's creating, got some horsepower and a pretty good sized camshaft, they don't create a lot of vacuum. So we're going to a Hydroboost system. Show you the difference here. So this is a Hydroboost unit that comes from Hydrotech. It comes with the mounting hardware or the mounting block and the hardware to install this straight to the firewall. So this is going to go up here on the firewall and it'll bolt direct to that firewall, and then our hoses, actually this will mount like so, and then the hoses will come off of here and tie into our power steering pump, and then the master cylinder will mount on this. So we've gotten rid of that big old bulky diameter unit, gain a lot of clearance, makes the car a little easier to service and work on the valve covers and stuff. Let me put this up. And then he also has the gas tank pre-fit. He's pre-fitting it to the truck. And one of the things that we've done is this gas tank, the way it mounts under the truck, it's designed to be filled through the floor of the bed. So you can see here, you can see through the hole, and we'll lift the truck up here. So the gas tank's down in there. Now on this one, for whatever reason, it's a little bit lower than we want. But this is actually going to we'll locate the holes. This will get mounted down in there. And then we're going to modify the filler neck and make it a little taller to where it just comes through. But when it's all said and done, this will end up being a flush style. These are stainless steel. These also come from Tanks. So you can get these from Tanks. or actually, you can get it from Saxy Rod Shop because we sell tanks, gas tanks. And we'll get that done. So while he has it up in the air, he's going to start pre-running, pre-fitting the fuel lines and the sending unit and stuff like that. The tank will have to come back out because he will have to mount the fuel pump and the float in the gas tank for the sending unit. We'll get all that done the next time he has the up in the air and get the tank out when he starts running his fuel lines. So that's kind of where we are right now. All right, so today on the white C10 that we've got going on, we've got the Holley Sniper 2 system all installed. We've had it fired up and running. And while we were waiting on a few parts, or a few other little things to come in, Eli was able to get the Hydroboost on and installed, got rid of that big ugly booster, which allowed us to mount our coil nicely up here out of the way. And the Willwood master cylinder with the proportion valve on that. We've got all of our PTFE. We use the PTFE style lines with the aluminum fittings. Now we did have to weld, this has got the early style Saginaw power steering pump. So we did have to weld a return fitting in there, an extra fitting in there for the return of the Hydroboost. But by doing that, it allows the pressure to compensate for itself. We've had this thing started and running, and we have driven it around the street, up and down the block a little bit. One of the things we still have to do is we're actually flushing the coolant system. So while we were just doing a temporary test drive, you can see here what we've done. This is what came out of the engine. That went in clear. It's clear water. We just put regular water in it to test drive it and everything, and that's what came out. So we're actually going to do a radiator and a cooling system flush. And we're using, this is what we're going to be using right here, is some Blue Devil radiator flush. That's what's helping to break up all of that corrosion inside the block and allow us to get it flushed out. We've had good luck with this. We have used it in the past. So that's kind of where we are on this one. The customer was out the other day. He did go ahead and confirm he wants us to do some carpet in it, a different steering wheel, and replace all the window felts. So we got those items on order, but starting Monday, this one will be leaving this area of the shop and be moving over to the other area where we can start working on some of the interior. That's good. So we had this local customer. He's a actual retired professional athlete, lives here in Saxy, and came to us with this little C10, I believe a 70 model, and wanted to just do some stuff to improve the drivability of it. It had an old carbureted 350 in it. Now it still has the same engine, but we gave him a couple of options and some suggestions, and he chose to go with the Holley Sniper 2 system. So that's one of the things we did. In doing that, we had to change out the fuel system, put a new tank in the back of the frame below the bed. It's a gas tank with an in-tank fuel pump. And then we also replumbed all the fuel system on it. And we chose on this one, we've gotten where we like to do the external fuel regulator. It just gives us a little bit better tuning on it. We're in a school zone right now, so that's why we have to go slow. But by using that external fuel regulator, we can fine tune the fuel pressure and have a little bit better way of monitoring that. So we actually have that mounted up on the firewall, just a nice clean little install. And then put in the Hyperspark distributor to where the computer has the full control over the ignition system, and the spark box. Off the top of my head, I've lost the name of that. I don't have it. It's not on the tip of my tongue at the moment. But anyway, we've done all that. Put the Holley throttle body on it. Got all that dialed in, running. And then the neat thing about the Holley stuff and the Sniper, systems, or any of the Holley systems. It allows us to come in with a laptop. I'll turn this up a little bit here. Allows us to come in with a laptop, and then we can fine tune and manipulate the overall tune a little bit more. It is a self-learning system, but now we can advance the speed in which it learns. So we've got that done. We do quite a few of those here lately. And then he wasn't real happy with just the overall braking. It had the traditional I think 10-inch vacuum booster on it, and so we went to a Hydroboost style system, brake system, and we use the one out of I believe it's out of Tennessee, Hydroboost brake systems. It's all American made, nice quality product. It's got a Willwood master cylinder on it that we did all that and then tied in the brake lines to the existing system. So we've done that. We're just doing some test driving on it, put a few miles on it, get some drivability in it. And then Mike Malden, our front guy on the sales counter guy, he's also pretty sharp on this Holley stuff, so he'll get on it and download the SIM card off of the Holley, look at the map and all that, fuel map and all that, see what it's doing, and then he can tweak on that a little bit more and get as much performance out of this original 350 that's in here, and give the customer what he's looking for, something that he can get in it, turn the key, starts right up. He doesn't have to worry about it having to pump the throttle, idling rough in the mornings when it's cold, stuff like that. So that's kind of where we are. We've been test driving it and putting some miles on it, and just enjoying it. The customer is going to come get it tomorrow, and after he drives it for a couple of weeks, we're going to bring it back in a couple of weeks, and then he's going to have us do some carpet in it. It's just got an old pre-made carpet set in it, and you can still see a bunch of the firewall on it, so we're going to pull that out, put some of the European square weave carpet in this, go with a darker brown, something that won't show the dirt as bad, and make him a custom set of floor mats. And then we've noticed also it's got one of these how do you politically say this, out of the country installed steering columns, and one of the park lights is staying on all the time, and typically that's something going on in the turn signal. And when you have this import stuff, that can be a common problem sometimes. So when it comes back to do the carpet, we're going to dive into that steering column and turn signal system and check all that wiring and see if we can figure out what's going on that. But overall, the truck rides pretty nice. It's got some big wheels and tires on it. Small diameter sidewall, so it doesn't absorb some of the bumps in the road as a bigger tire would. But overall, it drives great, brakes work awesome, steering is great. Now that Hydroboost system ties into the power steering pump, and on this one we actually kept the Saginaw, old school Saginaw pump, and we welded an additional fitting into that pump for our return. We have found that seems to work a lot better than doing the T in the return line and then having two lines come into one. We've had some issues with that on occasion, where it wants to backfeed into the brakes, or it makes the steering a little janky. That's word I know to use. Is that a good word, janky? Yeah, so we just decided on all of them that we do now, we actually run a separate return for the Hydroboost and also for the power steering itself. So that's kind of where we are right now. I can't think of anything else that we've done. Like I said, we're going to do the carpet. Eventually he's going to change steering wheel on this. He hasn't made up his mind what one he's looking for yet. So just stay with us and enjoy the ride. So we're pulling back into the shop here on our little test drive. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us today and following us along on this little install that we've done. And as always, we really appreciate all the viewers and the subscribers following along with us and supporting our channel. And if you haven't already, tell a friend, get them to subscribe, hit that bell so that you'll know when the next one's coming out. Thanks again. Weekend's coming up. Y'all cruise safe.